Now that the first wave of free agency is over, where do you think the 49ers stand in the NFC West, given all the moves the other teams have made?
So the NFC West, to me, 1 to 4 could be separated by as little as 2 games. That's how tight that I think it is. I think if you break it down position group by position group, oh God, 9-1, that's terrible. If you break it down position group by position group, you can make an argument that the Niners have the best O-line in the division. You can make the argument that they have the best defense in the division. You can even make the argument that they have the best weapons in the division. But what is not arguable is where Jimmy Garoppolo stands in the division, and that's number 4. And that position is so crucial that even if you are the best in all those other positions, you're not the best team in the division. Right now, I would say they're fighting for that second place spot, but there's no guarantee.
Yeah, I mean, even if they are healthy, I don't think they're better than any team in the NFC West. I'm not saying they're definitely they're definitely the 4th place team, but
No.
Are they definitely better than Seattle when healthy? No. Are they definitely better than the Rams when healthy? The Rams now with Matthew Stafford. Well, I guess we'll have to see what that looks like. It's possible. The Niners beat the Rams twice last year, but I'm freaking skeptical. And then the Cardinals are the team in the division that's making the biggest push.
Yeah.
They're entering year 3 with Kyler Murray. They saw what Josh Allen just did in year 3. That's what you do when you have these uber talented quarterbacks on these cheap. You got to make a move. The guys they brought in are a little old. I mean, J.J. Watt was better 5 years ago, 7 years. Same with A.J. Green, but intriguing nonetheless. They're at least swinging for the fences. The Niners are kind of bunting down the third baseline. No, that's not fair. But they're swinging up the middle. I just can't say that the Niners are definitely better than any of those 3 teams, even when healthy.
The thing is that there's so many what ifs with the Niners. That's the problem. There's more what ifs with the Niners roster than there is any other team in the division.
Yep.
So if they are healthy, what if they are healthy? What if Jimmy returns to his 2019 form? Sure. Mm-hmm. If all those things happen, we could easily win the division. But that's too many question marks. You cannot go on what ifs.
Yeah. And I feel like it really comes, if everyone's healthy, it comes back to Jimmy. A lot of people give him a pass last year. Like, well, he was hurt. When he's healthy, he can play like he did in 2019, and the Niners will win 13 games. I don't think that's exactly what happened last year. I think what happened is he also played poorly. He played poorly against Arizona, against Seattle, against Miami. I think the book is out on him. I think it got really exposed in the playoffs. Minnesota, Green Bay didn't get to defend the pass, but Minnesota, Kansas City, you just pack the middle of the field and dare him to throw outside the numbers, dare him to throw deep, and he can't dare him to scramble. You know what I mean? Just play basically cover 1 with a underneath defender to take away all that stuff and say, you got one-on-ones outside, buddy. You got clear scramble lanes, buddy. What are you going to do? You're going to throw passes into traffic over the middle, aren't you? Because that's all you can do. I think it's the book on him. And what's he going to do to beat that? Run? No. Throw downfield? No. I think he's got a big problem. The book's out on him. And now, I mean, the book's out on every player at a certain point. Yeah, he's been hanging out. He still only has like 35 starts. It's out on him. And what are you going to do to respond?
Right. Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, even people that are staunch Jimmy G supporters have to admit that the man in his best season had 27 total touchdowns and 20 total turnovers. And let's be honest, there was easily 7 to 10 picks more that he could have had that season that were dropped.
Oh, he's
a turnover machine. And that, by the way, is with him averaging one of the lowest air yards per attempt in the league.
And not even really throwing that many passes.
No.
It's a run-first team. There are games where they'll run 30, 40, 50 times, and he's still good for like 1 or 2 plays a game where you're like, what was that?
Yep.
So, as long as Jimmy Garoppolo's the quarterback, I don't believe in this team. And I think the disconnect is when people think, well, hey, man, when they're healthy, that's a 13-3 club. No, it's not, because of Jimmy. The book is out. And I don't even know if the guy's really healthy. He seems like he hasn't been healthy.
I don't know if he really wants to play football.
That's it. I know he wants to take notes, dude. He takes some copious notes. He seems like the kind of guy in school that had like one of those pens that had like different colors, and you could press it down and be green, you would press it down and be blue, and you could like color code it all. He would still get like a C- on the test. It was like, Jimmy, how did you do that? You were so prepared. So prepared. You still got a C-.
If she doesn't know what that pen is, she's too young for you. but back on Jimmy, just real quick. Yes, I'm sure the chat's going crazy. Of course he wants to play football, otherwise he'd retire. No. He wants to get paid, and he wants to be a football player. But I want to know, when things get tough and he's nicked up, does he want to play football? Does he have heart to play football? That's what I want to know. For me, that's what interests me in players.
I just want to say that no one in the chat section has Jimmy's back.
Okay.
You don't worry about it. Everyone's like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No, so I was like, when things are going great, he's out there. He's got off a front runner. He came from New England. He's used to winning all the time. 2019 was fun. 2020 was a grind, and he bounced. Yep. He bounced. Where were you? I mean, you're the captain of the team. You're supposed to be this. There should have been a story. Jimmy Garoppolo insists he wants to play the final 2 weeks of the season. Niners shut him down. And he comes out. It's like, I'm really uncomfortable with this. I'm a captain. I have to be out there for my teammates, and they're not letting me play, and I just doesn't sit right. He should have said all that stuff. Yeah. Instead, what's he doing? It's not good enough, Jimmy. It's just not good enough. You're not 24. You're not Tom Brady's heir apparent. You've pocketed $100 million from this franchise, and you're still learning? You're still, nah. You should have been out there.
He wasn't even in Niners gear, was he?
Oh, that's a really good point.
I honestly, I could be wrong about that, but I swear I remember thinking while that was happening, I'm like, he's not even rocking Niners gear.
Do you think this team improved the O-line with vets to make a run with a rookie QB? No, they want to make a run with Joe Flacco. Haven't you guys been watching the show?
He is the Jets quarterback that we've been coveting all along. It was never Darnold. It's always been Flacco.
About Joe Flacco. He is better than Darnold.
He is better.
When he played, they were better.
Was better. Yes,
they were better.
He was.
Yes.
Yep.
That's hella funny.
Yeah, the O-line's improved. The O-line's improved, but I don't think that Kyle wants to turn over the reins of this offense to a rookie. I just don't see it.
What about Matt Ryan after June 1?
Didn't they just restructured him? I'm pretty sure. I don't think they can trade him now. It'll be like a $40 million cap hit.
Oof.